Today, we are going to share with you some mysterious events that are still a mystery, and people think that there is a ghostly reason behind them. So let's find out what those events are. Story 1. The Mysterious Death of Elisa Lam, 2013. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver, was traveling alone in California when she checked into the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles on January 26, 2013. This hotel already had a dark history, being associated with serial killers like Richard Ramirez and various unsettling occurrences. Elisa was initially placed in a shared room, but was later moved to a private room due to complaints about her odd behavior. On February 1, 2013, Elisa Lam was reported missing by her parents after they lost contact with her, which was highly unusual since she called home daily. Several days later, hotel guests began complaining about low water pressure and an odd taste in the tap water. Maintenance workers went to check the water tanks on the roof, where they discovered Elisa Lam's naked body floating in the tank. The most eerie aspect of this case is the security footage from the hotel's elevator taken on the night of her disappearance. In the video, Elisa appears to be acting extremely strange. She enters the elevator, presses multiple buttons, and then stands in the corner as if hiding from someone. At times, she steps out of the elevator, seemingly talking to or gesturing towards something or someone that cannot be seen on the footage. The unsettling video quickly went viral, with millions of views on YouTube, as people speculated on what might have been happening. Her death was officially ruled accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder contributing to her erratic behavior. However, questions remain. How did she access the locked rooftop and heavy water tank? Why was she acting so strangely in the elevator? Some speculate that she was being pursued by someone, while others think she may have been experiencing a psychotic episode or something even more sinister, like paranormal involvement. To this day, the case of Elisa Lam's death is one of the most enduring modern mysteries. Story 2. Dyatlov Pass Incident, 1959. In February 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers, mostly university students, embarked on a ski trek in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. Led by Igor Dyatlov, the group was aiming to reach Otorten, a mountain in the northern Urals. They never made it. When they didn't return on time, a search party was sent out, and what they found has puzzled investigators, conspiracy theorists, and paranormal enthusiasts for decades. The hikers' tent was discovered abandoned and ripped open from the inside, as if they had frantically tried to escape. Some of their belongings, including shoes and warm clothing, were still inside. The bodies were found at varying distances from the tent. Some were barefoot in the snow, others partially dressed. The condition of the bodies only deepened the mystery. Several had died of hypothermia, but others had strange injuries. One had a fractured skull, 2 had severe chest trauma akin to a car accident, and 1 woman was found missing her tongue and eyes. There are numerous theories regarding what could have caused the hikers' frantic behavior and death. A plausible theory is that they were startled by an avalanche and cut their way out of the tent to escape, but no evidence of an avalanche was found in the area. Another theory suggests that they stumbled into a Soviet military experiment involving secret weapons or missile tests. Radioactivity was found on some of their clothing, fueling speculation of a nuclear accident or test. Paranormal or alien encounters. Some theorists suggest that something paranormal or extraterrestrial was involved due to the bizarre injuries and the hikers' erratic behavior before death. More recent research suggests a rare type of windstorm known as katabatic winds may have frightened the hikers and caused their disoriented state. Despite multiple investigations, no clear explanation has ever been universally accepted. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most bizarre and haunting cold cases of all time. Story 3. The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann, 2007. On the evening of May 3, 2007, Madeleine McCann, a 3-year-old British girl, disappeared from her family's holiday apartment in Praia da Luz, Portugal, while her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, dined with friends at a nearby restaurant. Madeleine had been left sleeping in the apartment with her younger twin siblings, while the parents regularly checked on the children. However, on one of these checks, Madeleine was discovered missing from her bed. The investigation into Madeline's disappearance became one of the most high-profile missing person cases in the world. Portuguese police initially suspected that Madeline had been abducted, but as the investigation progressed, they controversially shifted suspicion toward her parents. Kate and Jerry McCann were declared suspects, or arguidos, in September 2007, though they were later cleared due to lack of evidence. The case became an international sensation, with the media closely following every development. Fundraising campaigns were launched, and celebrities, including J.K. Rowling and David Beckham, pledged support to help find Madeline. Despite multiple reported sightings of Madeline across various countries, no definitive evidence of her whereabouts has ever emerged. There are several theories about what could have happened to Madeleine McCann. The most widely accepted theory is that Madeline was abducted by a stranger, possibly a child trafficker or a local predator. Some have speculated that Madeline died accidentally in the apartment and that her parents or others staged an abduction to cover it up, though there is no concrete evidence supporting this theory. Despite years of investigation by Portuguese and British police, as well as private investigators, Madeline's fate remains unknown. In June 2020, German authorities named a new prime suspect, Christian Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, though he has not yet been charged in connection with the case. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann continues to haunt public consciousness as one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries. Story 4. The Slender Man Stabbing, 2014. The Slender Man stabbing took place in Waukesha, Wisconsin on May 31, 2014. Two 12-year-old girls, Morgan Geyser and Anissa Wire, lured their friend Peyton Leutner into the woods and stabbed her 19 times. The attackers claimed they committed the crime to appease Slender Man, a fictional internet character created as part of a creepypasta horror story shared online in 2009. They believed that by killing Peyton, they could become his proxies and live in his mansion in the woods. Morgan and Anissa had planned the attack for months. On the day of the crime, they led Peyton into the forest under the pretense of playing hide-and-seek. There they attacked her with a kitchen knife. Remarkably, despite being stabbed 19 times, Peyton managed to crawl out of the woods and was found by a passing cyclist who called for help. She survived after undergoing life-saving surgery. Morgan and Anissa were arrested later that day and charged as adults with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. During the trial, Morgan was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and both girls were committed to mental health institutions. Their obsession with Slender Man raised concerns about the influence of internet culture on young and impressionable minds. The Slender Man case shocked the world, particularly because it involved such young children committing a brutal act based on a fictional character. The incident sparked widespread debate about the dangers of internet culture, the impact of violent stories on children, and the role of mental illness in violent crimes. It also led to the creation of documentaries and fictional adaptations, cementing the story in modern urban legend.